Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 47, Game Week 3 review. We're in the midst of the international break. It's a time to take stock of your team. How is your team shaping up? What is your season looking like it's going to be? And several managers did that this week on the back of the transfer window closing. 7 managers went into the transfer market this week. So in this Game Week 3 review, we've got the Game Week 3 winners and losers. Wall of Shame update, couple of new entries there. Revenge is a dish, best served puke. And a manager of the season update. So here are your Game Week 3 winners. Take a bow. The Creed Bratton Society's Mad Hatter. He spent the entire month of August at the top of the table, despite making no less than 2 transfers, even though he was top. And as a result of that, the Mad Hatter takes the first Manager of the Month award of the season. So already £10 prize money in the bank. Cannot be collected until the end of season presentation awards though, Mad Hatter. But well done, buddy. Take a bow also, the Big Knobs manager Simon Hoxby, the joint biggest climbers this week, up 8 places to 7th. You have to go back to June 2011, over 10 years, for the last time Simon was as high as 7th in the table, and he took the weekly win in Game Week 3. Take a bow, Jock Hoxby, moving up to Edinburgh. Hasn't meant he lost his focus with the Family Fantasy Football League. He climbed another place this week up to 4th. The highest position Jock has been in since June 2013. And our final Game Week 3 winner, Norfolk Enchants FC's Angela Addis. Well, maybe Angela does have some chance. She was the joint highest climber along with Simon, rising 8 places this week to 17th in the table. Well done, Angela. And the Game Week 3 losers, hide your head in shame. Gobi Desert Canoe manager Pops Hoxby fell 3 places to 20th. 28th of November 2019, almost 2 years ago, the last time Gobi Desert Canoe Club were as low as 20th in the Family Fantasy Football League. Linden's Lovely's manager Joe Hoxby dropped 4 places to 26th. 23rd of May 2019 was the last time Joe was 26th in the Family Fantasy Football League table, and 26th is actually the lowest position that Joe has ever occupied. Coldplay United manager Martin Maloney fell 5 places into the relegation zone in 29th. The lowest ever position Martin has occupied in this, his 3rd season in the Family Fantasy Football League. And it's not been a good week for Napoli manager Lee Poulter. He fell 1 place to 30th. He's never ever been as low as 30th in the Family Fantasy Football League before. And an all-round bad week for the Poulters. Ray Poulters, AFC Razor, started the season bottom of the table, climbed to the heady heights of 2nd from bottom last week, but after being the lowest scorer this week, Ray scored just 2 points. 2 points in Game Week 3. He fell back to the foot of the Family Fantasy Football League table. And Legends 23 manager Nicky Saunders fell a massive 9 places to 15th. The joint biggest fallers this week, along with great Uncle George Clockhouse Rangers, who also fell 9 places. George lying 19th in the table now. They are your Game Week 3 losers. Now, Wall of Shame, we already knew Jock Hoxby was on there for entering an invalid team. And Where's the K? He's on there twice for entering an invalid team twice. As is Coldplay United manager Martin Maloney, who entered an invalid team twice. And we had 2 new additions this week. Hide your head in shame. Racing 1895's John Tustin. Now, John sent me a transfer and he said, I'm transferring out a defender and I'm putting in a midfielder. That's a change of formation. I think that's okay. Well, there is no problem with you changing your formation as long as the new formation is legal. And unfortunately, John, 3-3-4 is not a legal formation, therefore you make the wall of shame. Along with Napoli manager Lee Poulter. I said it had been a bad week for Lee. Lee tried to make a transfer utilising the extra £5 million budget he got for being in the bottom half of the table at the end of the month. But he still submitted a transfer that was £1 million over budget. Therefore not legal. Therefore Lee made the wall of shame. Revenge is a dish best served puke. Now last week I revealed how Ted and Sam Junior's manager Ian Sands had been kicked out the Territorial Army for not being able to make the grade whilst on a camouflage exercise. That was Ian's effort there. I didn't reveal my source, but Ian is pretty sure that Benny United manager Mark Benwell was behind the story. I'm saying nothing. So Ian decided to get his revenge. He sent me a picture of Mark Benwell taken on a night out that he and Ian had a few years ago. And Ian said, Jeff, I kid you not, when this photo was taken, all Mark had to drink was 2 baby shams and a white wine spritzer. Oh dear. Well, there you go. Well, that is awful, but funny and worth a manager of the season point to you, Mr. Sands. Well done. Talking of manager of the season, this was last week's rollover question. It's a picture of a current Family Fantasy Football League manager. 3 managers decided to have a guess. Curiously, Hatch United manager Neil Hatch said he thought it was a picture of me. You obviously didn't watch last week's Banter in the Box, Neil, because somebody already guessed me and we ruled it out. Benny United manager Mark Benwell thinks it's a picture of the Big Knobs manager Simon Hoxby, and Megan Hoxley Chamberlain manager Megan Hoxby thinks it's a picture of Benny United manager Mark Benwell. Well, I can reveal none of those guesses were correct. So that is the current manager of the season table. Ian Sands joining the party with his point. He goes joint 6th. But Benny United manager Mark Benwell still out in front, though only 1 point clear of Neil and Simon. And the question is rolling over to next week, and it's now worth 3 manager of the season points. It's a current Family Fantasy Football League manager. If you can tell me who it is, you get 3 manager of the season points. So that is it for this week. Now, we're in the midst of an international break. As I said, no one has voted for who you'd like to see in a Behind the Laughter special, so I'm not going to do one. So it's 2 weeks until the next Banter in the Box. So don't go too early with your guesses on the who the fuck is that question, because remember, you only get 1 guess. Normally it's 1 guess per week, but there isn't a video for 2 weeks. So it's 1 guess over the next fortnight. If you've got a story about a manager accompanied by an hilarious photo that you can send me, more than welcome to. If it's funny enough, you'll earn a manager of the season point. You can send me a video. Mark Benwell did that a couple of weeks back. They're always greatly received. And despite several people saying to me, oh, if I could do a Banter in the Box, I'd get you back. Well, I made an offer 3 weeks ago to say if anyone wants to film a Banter in the Box and send it to me, as long as it's about the Family Fantasy Football League, it's funny, and posting it on Facebook isn't going to get me arrested, then I will upload it to the Family Fantasy Football League YouTube, the Family Fantasy Football League YouTube channel, unedited. That's my promise to you. But that's it. Enjoy the international break. And until next time, which is 2 weeks from today, assuming you're watching this on the day it was uploaded, take care. Bye-bye.